farm in Palo Alto, home to the Stanford Cardinal and to legends such as Elway, Luck, and McCaffrey, all of whom went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see, the Royals taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
I'll let you back in a minute.
Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Royals offense takes the field to start this game off. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, running back on the move. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
So the Stanford Cardinal offense comes out, and they'll have it for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
So they'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. 2nd and long from the 19. Off the play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Rifles it down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And he'll make the catch at the 15.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man quickly. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Quarterback checking off. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. And the ball is intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Give to the running back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air. It's Beebe. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And as I saw that screen start to develop, I thought, big play coming. I just didn't realize it would be for the defense.
Yeah, they got in there quick, and the quarterback's supposed to see that, right? He's supposed to let him come upfield, buy a little bit of time, but then he's got to get rid of it, get it to his playmaker. The offense did not do their end of the bargain. Quarterback got sacked.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd and California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
The Royals will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Slips through the line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Fires to the big fella. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Snagged in the middle. It's Manor. Touchdown, Cardinal! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. NC State was far from the friendly confines of Carter Finley Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Back to throw, it's Beebe. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. He's looking to throw it quickly to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. The give to the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. And the Royals will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Second down now after the sack. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hall. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. It is good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. From the gun, the running back has it. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. He'll try the left side. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. The play action fake. Trying to get to it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And this defense stepping up, I love it. You got to match your offense. Your offense has got it rolling. Now this defense is doing their part.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep...
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I love when people start to understand what they're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smooth.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He's going to pass. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he could not get loose on the run. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right half. It's good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Oh, the 360. He's got 50 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Off play action. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Beebe. Makes a grab over the middle.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receivers. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
there to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. And then pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense is just killing. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury tent.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. App State overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Mountaineers tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your... The expressway is wide open. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Used the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. It's a draw. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. A little release to the back. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Finds his big tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get three before the break. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Palo Alto. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. With that said, let's send it back to the guys on the farm.
The Royals will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Finds the tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. And let's go.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's called it.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. just missed on the connection, incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Fair catch, called for and made. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. And the Royals are in the hurry-up. Gets open down the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Going up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Picked off. Gets away from one. He's got space. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Makes his connection. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks, that's just ridiculous.
And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there, make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Zings it complete to the right. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Royals want to crank the tempo.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now it's second and goal. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on third down. Tripped up for the tackle. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
That makes the score Stanford 23, Royals 9.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He gets a block. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. First down here for the offense. Dropping back, it's Beebe. Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. They're bringing heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Their job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable. This defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Finds his tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain, as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback wants to throw on second down, using the quick game. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Power football with the run. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. To the air. It's Beebe. Trying to get rid of it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Royals! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Hard running there. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. He's got it. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. They'll leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Looking to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down here for the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Hall. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They keep attacking through the air. Trying to beat the D deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Royals line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Fast motion from the offense. The give to the tailback.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He's got it inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cardinal!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. When you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead of 14 in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Arizona is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Tucson for some time. They're up 14 over the Coyotes. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll try to pop the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking for a man. It's Beebe. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your read.
Touchdown, Stanford! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
There's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra extra point, splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Offense set on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to pass. It's Beebe. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Makes the catch on the left. Off he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Royals. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season, and it took to the second half. But I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season, and this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. He's got his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Quick pass on the fly motion. He'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They'll try to outflank them with the jet sweep. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from this.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.